Oh, hello. You've just caught me having a sit down and a read to try and gather my strength. I've been doing a lot of cooking in the kitchen because the house is going to be full of visitors this afternoon. We think of Christmas as being such a happy and fun time, but some families will be facing real tragedy this Christmas. Like the father of that little girl, Peggy Byng. Just over a week ago, she was a child victim of a raid on one of our south coastal towns. But her bravery and fortitude brought one fireman to state that she was the most marvellous kid he'd ever come across. 14 hours she lay pinned under heavy debris in the wreckage of her bombed home. But she lay calmly chatting with her arms around a rescuer. Her father, a builder, had strengthened their cellar, and he'd gone out at 8 p.m, leaving the rest of the family at home. He returned home to find the whole family trapped in the ruins. His wife, his 2 daughters, Sally, 15, and Peggy, 13, as well as his 2 sons, Richard, 16, and Sydney, 13. But tragically, there was a fire and an explosion, and only Peggy could still be heard. Another hero of the night was a lorry driver, a George Edward Palmer. He was tunnelling through the debris, through thick smoke and flames, and the other rescuers told him the situation was hopeless. But on hearing Peggy's cry, he tried again, and he finally reached Peggy. When a clearance was made, he lay down next to Peggy for 10 hours in the rubble, while the other rescuers worked incessantly to free the little girl's legs. Heroicism on all sides of this tragic story. But we can't let ourselves get down, especially this time of the year, for those children who are looking especially forward to Father Christmas. We've got to pull ourselves up and be thankful for what we have. So that's why I'm a bit frazzled, and I've been doing so much cooking, because we're having a Christmas party here today for all the children in the hamlet. We've prepared some smashing party games for them, but I must get on now with laying the table for their party tea. Oh, I think I could hear our first guest coming running out the path. I better hurry up and open the door. Now, quiet children, shh, you've got to be very quiet now, otherwise you won't hear the sounds. I'm going to make 10 noises, normal household noises. Tabitha, stop fidgeting, otherwise you won't hear them. 10 normal household sounds, and in your pairs you've got to write down with your pencil on the back of that old envelope what sound you think it is. Bill, leave the dog alone. That's right, just leave her alone. Now, I'm sure you can all hear the ticking clock in the background, but you've just got to ignore that, because that's not one of the sounds that you've got to guess. Are you ready? Shh, ready? First sound coming up. Listen very carefully. Did you get that? Write it down. Well done. You ready for sound number 2? Got that? Edith, have you finished? You ready? Let's do sound number 3. Have you got that? Good. Right, here's sound number 4, children. Ready for sound number 5? Here we go. You've got to be very quiet to hear this one. Sound number 6. Ready? Here comes sound number 7. I think we're doing a lot of this in the cold weather. Here we go. Sound number 7, children. Now that was a funny one, wasn't it? Now on to sound number 8. Hopefully this is something that you don't do, but you've got to be so quiet to hear this one. Are you ready? There we are. Stop fighting over the pencil, Tabitha. Now we're ready for sound number 9. Here we go. I'm sure you girls will have got that really easily. And now here's the last sound for you to guess and write down. And I'm sure it's the sound that you hope you're going to be making on Christmas morning when you look in your stockings. Now there you are, children. That's all of the 10. Right, if you want to pass your pieces of paper with your answers on to Mr. Utility Jude, he'll see who won that competition. Otherwise, come on, we're going to have a game of musical chairs. Now, here are the answers to that Guess the Sound competition. Number 1 was, of course, dialing the phone. Number 2 was, of course, rating a carrot. Sound number 3 sound number 4 weighing beans. Sound number 5 winding up an alarm clock. Sound number 6 cracking and beating an egg. Sound number 7 blowing my nose. Sound number 8 striking a match. Number 9 the sewing machine. And number 10 counting money. Now you've got the answers, how did you do in our sounds guessing game? Well, I hope. Jan?
If I had a donkey and he wouldn't go, you think I'd whip him? Oh dear no. I'd put him in the stable and give him some corn, the best little donkey that ever was born.
Oh, absolutely pooped. Oh, but we've had such a wonderful time. The children have really enjoyed their party games. They loved their Christmas party tea. That is, all except for the mashed potato-filled celery sticks. But look at the mess they've made. Still, they're only children and they were so excited. Now the food that went down the best were jam buns. The recipes from last month's Home and Country magazine. Would you like to see how to make them? I'll show you in a minute. You might be able to use them for your children's parties. But first, I'm going to have to try and clear this mess up, including myself. And what a mess it is.